All right, everybody. Thank you very much for showing up this evening. My name is Nicholas Lau. I'm from Dallas, Texas, where it is 103 degrees right now at 7 p.m. Not very, very nice, but yeah, it's pretty crazy out there. So yeah, this is your typical August heat wave in Dallas. So it is starting, and for all my Texans on this call, you know exactly what I am talking about. So anyways, thank you for taking time out of your day. I know there's a lot of other things you could be doing right now. You probably had a long day at work. You want to relax and watch some TV and have a beer, or spend time with the kids, help them with their homework, but you decided to be here, and I really appreciate that. So I want to be respectful of your time and get into the presentation. I hope what you see here tonight appeals to you, because the person that you heard about it from, obviously it's somebody that you know, like, and trust, and they thought that this would be good for you. So hopefully that all works out well. So what I'm going to do is just get straight into the presentation. I have a couple of testimonials in a little bit, and then I'll show you exactly what this program entails. And if it works out for you, you make a decision, go back to the person that invited you, and hopefully get started and join us. All right, so let me go ahead and get my presentation slides up. And let's see here. All right, if you could see my slides, just drop a 1 in the chat. Let me get to the latest. Okay. Okay, we got some ones. We got some ones. All right, perfect. So you can see my slides. All right, awesome. Sometimes I share my whole screen. Like, Nick, your screen is 34 inches. I cannot see anything. So I want to make sure that we could just see my slide. So what I'm going to do is go into full screen mode here from the beginning. All right. All right, everybody. So the name of the company, as some of you might be aware, if you had seen anything previously, the name of the company is Send It Academy. Okay, and at Send It Academy, we strive to teach people different ways to make money from home, different ways to create supplemental income. Now, the thing that people have come here about, generally speaking, is the letter writing program, and we'll get into that. Okay, no writing on my screen. Hang on, let me remove that. All right, clear. All right, perfect. I don't know how to disable that completely, but sometimes when people write on my screen, it does wake me up, so it's all good. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. Now, income disclaimer: it is important to note that although you have the potential to earn through sending letters via online companies, earning income by sharing Send It Academy depends on your proactive efforts. Long story short, you get out of it what you put into it. You can't compare your results to somebody else's results. What we are doing is giving you an opportunity to learn how to make money, bring some extra income in for your family and for yourself. And there's going to be people that do really well. There's some people that they do decent, but you don't want to compare what you're doing to what anybody else is doing. Just understand that the same opportunity is there for everybody. So what do we do here at Send It? We earn for writing letters. We get paid up to $5 per handwritten letter. Now, a little bit about us so you can understand who you are doing business with, who you're talking to. So we're a Nevada-based company. We teach you how to write letters to billion-dollar corporations, including gaming websites and casinos. A majority of these corporations pay their users in online coins, which is also known as sweep coins. Okay, who is writing on the screen? Let me see. Hang on. Let me take care of that real quick. All right. One of my hosts, if you find out who's writing on the screen, they do it again, just go ahead and boot them so they don't do that again. All right. So those online coins are called sweep coins. Now you convert these coins into cash via online gaming. We teach you this conversion process, which helps you retain most of your coins, which you can then cash out. Now, this is a very important note. Part of the process does involve gaming websites, gaming casinos. So if that's not your cup of tea, that's not your personal belief, this might not be the opportunity for you. But I still want you to listen to the whole presentation. The reason being is, just because it might not be a good fit for you, it might be better for somebody somebody that might be struggling, that might need some supplemental income. And we do have an amazing referral program. Plus, it's not the only thing that we provide. There's other things that Send It Academy does, and you might be interested in something like that. Okay, so let's go ahead into the next one. Now, who would this be good for? Well, what kind of people would make a good member of Send It Academy? Well, I mean, generally speaking, there's a wide range of people, but stay-at-home parents, retirees, students, anyone looking for extra income. those are people that could really benefit from this opportunity. Now, the requirements are you must be 18 years of age in most states. There are some states that it's possible that it's 21. It just depends on their state laws. You must reside in the US or Canada, excluding Washington State, Idaho, Michigan, and the province of Quebec. I believe Montana might be on the list now. So just understand that that list can change. It's subject to change based on state and province laws, but that is what we have currently. So the question you have to ask yourself is, can you write? Okay, can you write? Because if you can write, we teach you exactly what to write. We show you who to write to. We check your work to make sure it's correct. You mail the letters, you get paid. Very easy to learn. Okay. So let me go over just a little bit of success stories. Just snapped a few screenshots from the group so you can see how other people are doing. So if you look at the first screenshot, somebody had a redemption for $508. Another person had a redemption for 151, 456. So the redemptions is what happens when you get these sweep points from writing and you play the games the way we teach you how to play the games. We teach you a specific strategy on how to play specific games. And when you play those games, you convert those coins into actual cash that you can withdraw, right? So if you look at this last one on the far right, somebody got a drop. That means they got $226 deposited into their account. They used that $226 to play a specific game that they like, and they used our strategies. And not only did they get their whole 226 back, they actually turned a profit. They were actually able to redeem $414. How would you like, by a show of hands or drop some twos in the chat, how would you like to be able to play games and earn money? Look at that. Somebody just got their biggest drop today. That's amazing. 675 sweep coins. Awesome. All right. So we got people that want to learn how to play games and make money. Okay. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get myself out of the way for a bit, because before I go on, I think it's important that you hear from people that are actually having success in this program. Okay. So let me just stop my share here. And let me figure out how to get out of that mode. All right. So what I'm going to do is I've got two guests. Now, my first guest is a woman named Jessica. Now, she's also from Texas. She's actually from the south part of Texas. I'm from the north part. Now, Jessica, she is a grandmother with a daughter who just got engaged. So let's drop some hearts and some fires in the chat for her daughter that just got engaged. Now, she works as a full-time financial analyst at a chemical plant. So she is a smart lady, and she loves to travel. She loves to paint, cook, and help people with their home decor and more. Now, I'm going to get out of the way, and I want to let her explain her journey with Send It Academy and how she goes about doing her business. So, Jessica, are you there?
I am.
All right. Thank you very much. Go ahead and introduce yourself and let people know a little bit about your story.
Yes, sure. Thank you, Nick. I'm glad this worked out, that I was able to do this evening. My name is Jessica. I have been with Send It Academy since I signed up February 1st, actually. I told my boyfriend at the beginning of the year that I wanted to find a way to make some extra income. I work full time, salary position. I don't just get to go pick up a shift to make some extra income. So I wanted, to pay off some debt, to we like to travel, so for some fun, some travel money. So of course, as I'm scrolling on TikTok, I come across a lady and she's talking about these letters and that she's getting paid to write letters, and I was very intrigued, so I asked her about it, and she said something about coins and games, and I was like, I told my boyfriend, I was like, I don't know about this. I'm not, that doesn't sound right. So I just kept going. I didn't look at it into it again. Well, for the next couple of weeks, I come across some other people, and I came across this lady, Kim, who's probably on here, and she was talking about it, and she was just so passionate, and I just saw how much that she realized, how much it was helping people. And so I told my boyfriend, I told him, I said, this really is good. So I started looking into it, and I was like, this is legit. It has been around for years. this is something that people have done for a long time. So I said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to jump in. I'm going to do it. And honestly, it has been the best thing. I also share it and I love to share it. It's so easy to me to share because I'm living it. I see, what I've gotten out of it. My best friends are doing it. It's just such a great way to make some extra income, whether it's what you're doing, all the time, or just like I said, aside something just for that extra income. It has really been great. And I thank everybody that put Send It Academy together all the time. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kim, for being such an inspiration. And I hope to be that to people also. So I really appreciate it. It's a great opportunity. If you are on the fence, just ask the questions to whoever sent you to this call. Ask the questions, find out about it. That's what I always tell my people is the more you learn about it and see that it really is real, the more you're going to feel better about it, and just jump in, take it. You will not regret it, I promise.
Thank you very much, Jessica. I really, really
Yes.
appreciate your time. So the next person we're going to bring on is a person that when I start, there's another aspect of this program that you'll learn about later. Because, like I said, we teach people different things. The whole point of Send It Academy is to have different courses and different ways for people to be able to make money. One of those ways is teaching people how to bet on sports as well. So Ashley really like took to that when I started teaching that, and we became really close over there. So Ashley, she's a single mother from Mississippi. All right. And she's actually worked for Ashley Furniture for 13 years. You think with that name, she would, maybe own the company or have some stock options, but Ashley does work for Ashley Furniture. She's been there 13 years. She finally got engaged recently, I think in May. So congratulations to Ashley. So let's drop some fire in the chat for her and some hearts. She just got engaged. She has a 15-year-old son who loves sports. He attends private school, and that's one of the reasons she joined our program is because she wanted to generate more income to pay for his schooling because she wants the best for her boy, and that's really awesome. And lastly, in her spare time, she does train in karate and will be testing for her brown belt. So don't mess with her because she will knock you out. So without further ado, let me bring on Ashley. Are you there, Ashley?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nick. Yeah, I kind of, like Jessica said, found out about this through Facebook from a friend of mine, and I trusted her, and she's a good Christian woman, so I took what she said and I did my own research. I'm not gonna lie. I did research on this because I never just want to jump into something without knowing what I'm doing. So I did, and I saw that it is legit, and I just decided, I mean, I don't have time to work another full-time job after my job, after karate, after my son's basketball. I mean, I just physically don't have time to go out and get a second job. But what I do at night is I like my Netflix. So I thought this is silly. I can be making money while I'm watching TV, and I literally do that every single day. I turn on whatever show I'm watching and I write every day. I'm writing right now during the call. Um, but it has been a game changer for me. They always say bad things happen in threes, and in the past week and a half, my pool pump went out. My AC unit quit working, and I'm in Mississippi, so it's over 100 here, and my shower quit working. Well, thank God for all of these drops I've had because it paid for every single bit of it. And I can even, I mean, show you proof. I keep a log of everything, of every drop. I don't know if you can see any of this. But anyways, I keep a log of everything. And so far, just on the writing letters part, I have brought in $4,600. And on the promoter side, I've brought in over 1,500. So I mean, you do the math. It's been an absolute life changer for me, and for my family. So because being a single parent, even though I'm engaged, we do not live together. So all bills are on me, and my son's private schooling is not cheap, but I was determined to find out a way to make this work, and I do. I put about 2 hours aside every night, and I write until my arms hurt. Um, and it's really relaxing. There's something kind of peaceful about it. And then whenever your drops start happening, I think today was my 25th drop, if I counted correctly, between the two of the casinos that I write for, and I just added a third. And I started, I don't know if this makes a difference, but I did start almost at the beginning. So February 9th was my first mail off. But yeah, if you're on the fence, do some research. Trust the person who sent you here. Um, and it's worth every stinking penny of that 224, because I now have $4,600 to show for it, and a working bathtub and a working AC unit now. So thank you for having me on. And if you have any questions, just get with who brought you here and just make the change. It's worth it.
Thank you very much, Ashley. I really appreciate your time. So everybody drop some love in the chat for both Jessica and Ashley for taking time to share, their journey and how this program has helped them, how it's brought extra money into their household to take care of things that, and that's the thing. I mean, how many people here in their life have had an unexpected expense and did not have the money for it? Drop a 3 in the chat if you've had an unexpected expense and you didn't have the money for it. Okay, that's very common. Very, very common. And when you have something like this, while you're writing, maybe that money is just piling up and you don't know what to do with it. And then something happens like that. Something goes out in the house, whether it's a water heater or maybe, like the case over here when the tornado hits and the fence goes down, and, you have some expenses and stuff. And it's so nice to be able to have that money just sitting there from such a simple task like writing letters. So like Ashley said, she just likes to watch her Netflix, sit down. It's something that you're already doing, so you might as well make money while, so I mean, that could be a niche, for those of you on here, and we'll get into, how you can promote this as well. It's like, how do you make money while watching Netflix? There it is. Ashley just has the recipe for that. So let me go ahead and bring my slides back up here and we'll get into it. All right, so from current slide. All right, so you're wondering, so Nick, I get it. This makes sense. Obviously, there's people out there that are making money writing. Can you tell me about what they're writing? Okay, let's talk about the letters. Okay, they're handwritten letters that must be written by you. Okay, you can't outsource it. You can't delegate it, because if the writing changes and stuff, you'll get yourself disqualified from this amazing opportunity. So the handwritten letters need to be written by you, or, whoever starts writing, if you're a husband-wife combo or whatever the case may be, whoever starts writing, that person needs to continue writing. So sometimes it's better for people to just, stick to whatever your plan is. If you know that this is something you want to do for the long haul, don't outsource it to somebody that might not want to do it as long as you do. Okay. So you earn credits in your gaming account. Takes roughly 6 to 8 weeks to start getting your drops. That can vary a little bit because there is a strong influx of people that are joining. So that can vary, but 6 to 8 weeks, you'll start to get your first drops into your account. Here's the cool thing. You can write from the comfort of your own home. You can write from the coffee shop. You can write from the park, wherever you want. I mean, we were just talking about your index cards and a pen and a clipboard and, just being able to write wherever you feel comfortable doing it. And each letter, on average, it'll take you 4 to 6 minutes, depending on your writing speed, from writing the index card, writing the envelope, stuffing it, stamping it, getting it ready to go. So it's about a 4 to 6 minute process. Now, how much can you make? Well, if you get paid on average of $5 per letter, let's just say that you do have a full-time job. You have a lot of commitments and stuff, but you really want to make that extra money. Well, if you could write 10 letters before you go to work, and you could write 10 letters before you go to bed, or I should actually say 5. If you could do 5 letters before work and before you go to bed, that's $1,000 a month, $250 a week. Okay. If you can double that effort, if you could do 10 letters in the morning, 10 letters at night, you can make $2,000 a month. Now, how many people here feel that they can write 20 letters a day and that $2,000 a month would really change their life? Put a 2 in the chat if $2,000 a month extra would really change your family's life. Absolutely. $2,000 a month. It could pay for that vacation you've wanted to take, could pay to get the kids into different sports. You could $2,000 a month, your car payment, your mortgage payment, groceries, however you want to mix it up. It's very feasible for this to happen. There are people on this call right now that are making that happen. Okay. Every month They're making that happen, and it is dramatically changing the life of their family. So, like I said, it's all duplication. The more you can write. So, I mean, if you're somebody that works from home, or you're somebody that maybe you're retired, maybe you're a stay-at-home mother, when the kids are at school and you have some time, you could probably bang out 30 letters while the kids are at school. So there's different ways to approach this, but as you can see, it's just based on what you can do. Okay. We actually do have people in this program that consistently write 40 letters a day. I know there's a couple that do more than 40, but I like to kind of stay in the middle. So 40 letters a day is definitely feasible. We have a lot of people in this program that are doing 40 letters a day and making upwards of $4,000 a month by doing this process with us. Now let's talk about the longevity. This opportunity has been around for decades, okay? You might just be hearing about it now, and even when I got introduced to it, I had no idea that this even existed, but it is something that has been around for a long time. It's just in a different format now that we have internet, social media, everything is just plug and play. But, back in the day, these sweepstakes programs, they would be in your newspapers, they would be in your penny saver, your green sheet, they would be on bulletin boards, and they would say that, hey, call this number or write to these people and they'll send you this package in the mail, or they'll send you a floppy disk and you can install the software on your computer. Nowadays, you don't have to do that. Nowadays, everything is instantaneous online. Most people don't even know what a floppy disk is anymore. Okay. They barely know what a CD is. So now these multi-billion-dollar enterprises, they're not going anywhere. That's the other question that we always get. Isn't this going to get saturated? Don't too many people know about it? I've been an online marketer for 2015, where we 9, 10, about 10, 12 years, right? Consistently, I've been an online marketer. I didn't even know this existed. And I like to, say that I usually know what's going on. I've been around marketing so long. I know so many different ways to make money. I had no idea this existed. So if somebody like me, where people are throwing opportunities at them left and right, did not know that this existed, trust me when I say that it's not going to get saturated. There's too many people. And just remember, every year, people turn 18 years old. So there's a new crop of people that have not even been exposed to this because they weren't even able to do it. Okay. The number of people sending letters is not going to affect your success. You want to live in abundance. You don't want to live in scarcity. There's plenty to go around for everybody. It is 100% legal. These corporations are government regulated. So aside from the letter writing program, SendIt has other products that we're working on or that we offer currently. We have a trust formation course. That one is very, very popular because people want to know, how do I create a trust correctly? How do I live out of a trust? How do I save money by utilizing a trust? So we have a program completely dedicated to that, where we have the education to teach you how to create your own trust. We have weekly webinars where professionals answer your questions. And we also have a service that's coming soon where you could pay and just have the professionals create the trust for you, which works out very well for a lot of our busy individuals. We also have programs that deal in high ticket commissions. We have a bill savings program. We have a software through a company. And what that does is it analyzes your bills and tells you where you can save money, where you can cut down on spending. As mentioned earlier, the sports betting course is coming soon. As of right now, we're just giving free picks and stuff, and people are using that on their sports accounts. One of the companies we write to, one of these online gaming casinos, is actually a sports book. So you get paid to write letters to them for them to deposit money into your account for you to bet on games, which works out great for me and a lot of other guys, and even the ladies. As a matter of fact, I think right now we actually have more ladies doing sports betting than guys. So they were able to attend the webinar, got a good grasp of how to do things, and they're enjoying that. We also have a course coming out on crypto. The reason being is crypto is very important. Okay, it's a part of our lives, whether we want to admit it or not. I know a lot of people try to stay away from crypto like it's the plague, but we have to understand that if you don't at least know what's going on, you're going to get left behind, because we are headed towards a cashless society. We are headed towards digital currency. There is going to be a point in time where our own government is going to lean more towards having a digital currency and just getting rid of cash. So you want to know how the blockchain and how these things work. So we'll have a course on that. And also Send It Travel is coming soon. So Send It Travel, where you can book some amazing vacations and some amazing, resort stays and get really, really good discounts that you won't find anywhere else. So that is coming soon as well, along with a whole host of other things. We just released another program. I'm not going to get too into it on here, but it is a cashback savings program where you get cash back on your spending. So I do actually have to update that slide, but that's coming along with so much others. Like I said, Send It Academy is a place where you can learn different ways to make money, save money, and be able to create your own business from home. So a lot more coming. So what I'm going to do now, our CEO and our creator of the Paid Per Letter program, Lisa, she's actually out of town right now. Okay. She is actually in Las Vegas at our corporate headquarters because this week, we actually opened our own headquarters there. So we have our own office. Prior to that, for the last several months, everybody's been kind of working from home, but now we have our corporate office set up and we have our first event in November in Vegas. Our first convention will be in November. So let me just tell you a little bit about Lisa, and then I have a short video from her. So she is a creator of the Paid Per Letter program. She's also the co-founder of Send It Academy. She's a wife and mother of 4 boys. She resides in Northern California. Now, she discovered this method just over 2 years ago. Last year, she made a deal with herself, or, made a challenge to herself that I'm going to write for 4 hours per day, 5 days a week, consistently for 1 full year. And the result is she earned over $78,000. Now, that's not all $78,000 strictly just from writing. It's predominantly, I would say 90 to 95% of that is. But while she was playing the games, she actually hit a few small jackpots here and there, and she was able to make even more money. So what I'm going to do is, let me go ahead and get that video over here so you guys can watch it. Give me 1 second. Let me share the audio so you can hear that, and I'll be back with you in a few minutes.
Hi, my name is Lisa Krimmel, and I am the co-founder here at Send It Academy. And I wanted to tell you why this is the program you've been looking for. So I want to give you a little background about me. For 25 years, I've been in the mortgage industry. In 2005, after having my 3rd son, I decided I needed an additional stream of income. So I became an internet marketer. I had tremendous success between 2005 and 2013. But in 2013, I did decide to step away. And the biggest reason why I decided that is because I was tired of putting people into programs where there just wasn't duplication. I didn't want people to fail. I truly wanted people to be successful when I put them into programs. So I did move on. I became a drop shipper and FBA seller over at Amazon. I did $15 million in sales between 2013 and January of 2022. When Amazon impolitely asked me to leave because they no longer wanted to compete with us. So in February of 2022, I went back into the mortgage industry, saw there was a huge need for credit repair courtesy of COVID, and so I started my own credit repair company. In April of that same year, my cousin came to me because she knew that my Amazon business had gone kaput and asked me if I had ever thought about, an additional stream of income. And I said, yeah, I'm always interested in something. So she showed me how to write letters to casinos for $5, and I jumped in with both feet. That first year from May, I started actually in May of 2022. I started writing, started with 50, then 100, then 200, built myself up to 300. But more importantly, that first year, what I did was I worked on converting that out. I'm not a huge gambler. In fact, most of the time when I go into a casino, I take a $100 bill and my objective is to leave with the same $100 bill. And so I really did perfect what I like to call the art of conversion that first year. And so in 2023, I decided I was going to go all in, and I made a commitment to myself to go ahead and write 300 letters every single week for the entire year of 2023, which I did successfully do. And I made just a little bit over $78,000 writing letters in my spare time while I did my other business, which was credit repair. In November of 2023, I was at a wedding where my sister, who is also a writer, her daughter wanted to be able to move out. And I said, well, let's get her writing letters, which made me come up with the idea of paid per letter. So I got together with my sister. She created the videos. I did all the verbiage. We put the program together as to make it as simple as possible so that everybody could win. And that's what I love about this program is if you can write, you can make money here. You don't have to go out and recruit. You don't have to go out and sponsor. You just have to write. So in December, I built out the program, called up a friend of mine because he had some amazing software that I was interested in, and I showed him what I had, and he was like, I want in. And I was like, okay, let's do this thing. With his marketing ability and this program, we could take this far and we could really help a lot of people. So that's how Paid Per Letter and Send It Academy was born. And I just want to let you guys know that this works for anybody, no matter whether you're 18 or 80. And the reason I know this is my fourth son turned 18 in February. And the day after he turned 18, he got verified at one of the casinos, immediately started writing. Well, a couple weeks ago, he got his first drop, $700. He came to me, Mom, how do I get it out? I said, you got to convert it out. Let me show you. And so I showed him my method, and he was able to convert that $700 into $683. That's more than he would have been paid in 4 weeks for, minimum wage, working, the 15, 20 hours that they would give a kid his age. So am I happy? Absolutely. Should you be happy? Absolutely. This program can change your life. All you have to know how to do is write. Can you write?
Right. So that's the question. Let's drop some love in the chat for Lisa for dropping that video for us so she can better explain, her vision for this. Now, that's the question. Can you write? If you could write, drop some fire in the chat. Almost everybody in here, I hope, can write, or at least knows somebody can write, because we're about to get into that in just a bit. So you're probably thinking now, it's like, okay, I've heard some great testimonials. I've heard from the creator. I want to know, how do I get in on this? How much does it cost? And we'll get into that. So as Lisa mentioned, the other co-founder of the company, that's Dustin Manzel, great friend of mine. He's the one that had brought me into the position of what I'm doing. And our co-host, Marianne Hauk, let's drop some love for her. She's the one that actually brought me into the program. So Marianne and I are both friends of Dustin. And Dustin, he always tells me when he has an opportunity, right? But he knew that I was very passionate about my Forex trading and I was really studying and I just didn't want to do anything else. So he decided for this one time, he wouldn't tell me about something. So then Marianne decided to join and she's like, Nick, you've really got to look at this. So I said, okay, well, if Marianne's asking me, let me look at it. So I looked at it. It was phenomenal. Then I called Dustin and said, why didn't you tell me about this? And he said, you told me not to bother you. I said, yeah, but I didn't mean that. I said, you should still bother me and give me the chance to reject you at least, right? So anyways, that's how that all came about. But anyways, let me go ahead and get back to the slides here. All right, so let's go from the current slide. All right, so let's talk about the price point and what you get. Okay, so the price is $224.99. Okay, I want to make sure I'm very clear and break this down. Out of that $224.99, $199.99 is the setup fee. Okay, because there's a lot that goes into what we give you. There's a full back office, and we'll get into all the things that you get with the back office. So that's your setup fee. And then you pay the first month of your monthly free fee. So there's a monthly subscription fee because there is a lot of overhead and stuff for us. We have, we have our template review team, which we'll get into. We have a Facebook community. We have a mobile app. We have customer support. And we have so many things that go into that. Plus, it's access to the training. It's ongoing access. It's access to the updates, because we're always checking all these gaming websites, making sure we stay on top of their rules, because they do change rules once in a while. And if you don't stay on top of their rules, you could be writing letters not knowing that they changed some of the verbiage, and now your letters are no good and you're not going to get credit for them. So it helps to have a team like us that's always constantly looking for that. Okay, so you get a group of lessons in the back. I think right now it's about 9 lessons. We might expand it, but right now, if you were to watch all 9 lessons and just watch them without taking any notes, you could probably get through it in about 30 minutes. If you like to stop and pause and take notes, then maybe an hour, hour and a half. Okay. And when you're done with those videos, you'll know exactly what you need to do on how to start this. You'll go through every section. Every section of our course teaches you what you need to do. It shows you the templates. It shows you which places to write to. All of the information that you need is back there. Okay. So the next thing I want to talk about is our affiliate program, because I did say at the beginning that this might not be for everybody for various reasons. It might not be, their cup of tea because of some moral obligation that, we totally understand. If it's not your cup of tea, no problem. But then there's also some people, it's like, Nick, I love this. I'm just so busy and I travel for work. I'm never at home. I wouldn't be able to log into the right IP address and stuff. I just don't know how I'd be able to participate, but I do know a lot of people that would be interested in this. I have a pretty good following. I have a good following on LinkedIn or TikTok or Instagram, whatever the case may be. It's like, do you have anything for me? Absolutely, we do have something for you. It is an affiliate program, but it's an affiliate program that is made for our community. What does that mean? You have to own the product to affiliate for it. So you have to pay that $199 and you have to maintain your $25 a month. And if you do that, then it's only a $20 one-time fee to be an affiliate. That'll get your affiliate back office, your links, your website, everything you need to do to be able to promote this. Only $20 one-time fee. And I'm going to teach you how much you can make with that. It's completely optional. You don't have to be an affiliate. If you're here strictly because you just want to write letters, absolutely, that's fine. We need more customers than we need affiliates anyway, so that works out great for us. You earn by sharing, you earn by helping others. We have different ways to get paid, both direct and residual. We'll get into that. So again, how do you qualify to get paid? You just pay that one-time $20 fee. So when you pay that fee, $100 is a direct commission to you, okay? So out of that $199 setup fee, $100 commission goes directly to you. So 50% of that comes to you. Now, out of the $25 that people pay monthly, $5 of that comes to you in the form of like a recurring or a residual income, okay? So that's pretty big, that out of a $225 starting fee, $105 goes directly back to the person that referred them in. So that's really awesome that you can make that level of a commission on that small of a starting fee. We also have something that we call matrix pay. Okay. I don't want to get too deep into this because I know sometimes matrices confuse people, but just understand that this is more like icing on the cake. This is not one of those MLM structures that you have to get like all like, oh, where do I place people? It doesn't work like that. People just fall where they fall. It's just a company-wide matrix. When people come in, they fall somewhere, okay? For every person that's in your 3x10 matrix, you get paid 50 cents a month for. I know that doesn't seem like a lot of money, but it's free money. That's money that the company could have kept and not have a matrix, right? We could have done that, but we said, what can we do to throw a little bit more money at our folks, right? So I said, okay, let's go ahead and put this matrix together. So that's what we did. We put a 3x10 matrix and you get paid 50 cents for every person that falls within that 3x10 frame. Now, what's really cool is we have a matrix match as well, okay? So let's just say, for example, Jessica is in this program, right? And Jessica was brought in by Kim. Now, let's say Jessica goes to town and, let's just say like several months later, her matrix is making her $2,000 a month. This is all those 50 cents that are adding up, right? She's not doing anything. All of this stuff is just adding up over time. She's making $2,000 a month. Well, because Kim brought in Jessica, Kim is going to get a 50% match. So Kim's going to get $1,000 because that's 50% of the $2,000 that Jessica's making for doing absolutely nothing. So realistically, Jessica's not looking at this matrix. She's not worried about it. It's just kind of doing its own thing. It's equal to $2,000. And because Kim brought her in, she's not doing anything. She's not looking at the matrix. She's just doing her own thing, writing her letters and recruiting her own people. She's going to get $1,000 because of what's happening to Jessica's matrix. Is that awesome? If you think that's awesome, drop some fire in the chat because I need some time to drink some water because my voice is going away. All right, thank you. That's enough fire. We're good. All right. Okay, so what comes with your promoter back office? Okay, so if you're somebody that wants to promote this program, you're like, Nick, I love the whole thing about the $5 per letter. That's great. I can write until my hands fall off, no problem. But you said I can make like $100 by referring somebody. Yes, you can. How would I go about doing that? Well, part of that $25 fee and that $20 promoter fee that one time, what that's going to do is get you access to certain things in the back office. One of the things that you're going to get is those capture pages. Okay. So you get capture pages. And if you know what a capture page is, you go to a website, it asks for your email or your name and stuff. You put that in, then it takes you to the next page. So they're not going to let you see the offer until you put in your information. Why do they do that? Because they want to be able to remarket to you. They want to be able to have your email address so they can send you an email later and follow up. Why? Because people don't necessarily buy things the first time they see it, unless they come to my webinar. If they come to my webinar, they typically buy things the first time they see it. But in general, for other people, might not be the case. So then you have a landing page, right? So the capture page goes to the landing page. When it goes to the landing page, that's where they see the offer and they maybe see a video, they get the information. There's enough information there for them to make an informed decision that I want to do this. You know, I know it's happened to me. It's probably happened to a lot of you. You went to a page, it's beautifully laid out, it has all the information. You spend a couple hours on that page, you're reading everything about it, and you're like, you know what? I've spent so much time on this page. Let me just go ahead and get the product because I'm kind of invested now. That's the power of a good landing page. And then on top of that, you get your own autoresponder too. So you can actually email the people that opt into your page. You could set up an auto reply system. So, you know, maybe you could set up like 10 days or 20 days or 30 days. You could have these automatic emails that go out and you could show them how you're doing, how other people are doing, because that's kind of the name of the game when it comes to online marketing, is that you're not going to be able to sell something to everybody every time right away. Sometimes people just need to be a part of your ecosystem and be able to see how you're doing and see how long you've been a part of it, and, you know, build some trust that, hey, you know, this person has emailed me for like 30 days in a row now. I've seen enough of this program that I think I want to go ahead and give it a try. And that's how you get sales after the fact, right? This is somebody that you met one time, you introduced it to them one time, and you let it go. Now they're just getting follow-ups from your email and they can make that decision on their own. And that's the power of that. And then we have a whole bunch of trainings. We do weekly trainings. We show people different ways to market. We have people from our community that come on and teach their strategies. We have a very beautiful community that doesn't mind sharing. We have a community of 9,000 people, and we have people that will come on to these Zooms and teach their strategies. So just like openly teach what they're doing. And it's really awesome when you have people like that that are willing to share. So here's an example of the capture page. Like I said, you put your name and your email, and then it goes to the next page, which looks like this. It'd obviously be longer, but this is just a snapshot. So you have a video up here, and then maybe down there, there'll be some testimonials, and then there'll be like a start now button or a sign up now button. Okay. So that is it from me. I want to thank you, everybody, for your time. I know that ran a little bit longer than I wanted to, but I hope actually we have more people than we started with. So I guess we're all right. So everybody, thank you again for showing up. Get back to the person who invited you here. Thank them for the opportunity to look at this. And hopefully, if it's for you, you join the community, whether you want to write or whether you want to be an affiliate. You have all the information you need here. We'll try to get this recording up within the next 48 hours. So if you want to review it again, you can. So again, my name is Nicholas Lau from Dallas, Texas. Thank you, everybody, for giving me some of your time. I really, really appreciate it. And we'll talk to you soon. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.